Hey, what is going on? And welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So we are on the weekly chart. And before we get into the chart, I do want to thank each and every one of you guys who is subscribing to the channel, everyone who's leaving comments and likes and joining the Telegram and the Discord server. We're starting the Discord server. We're just getting people to join there, and we're going to start some nice conversations there as well. The Telegram chat is a great little community that we have going on. People are constantly helping each other, so make sure to join into the Telegram chat. Now, taking a look at Bitcoin, we are on the weekly chart right now, and we have opened up a candle below the 20 weekly EMA, and that is a bearish thing. I'm not going to lie to you. This is looking pretty bad, but this does align with the target that we have from the head and shoulders pattern on the daily chart. So what you can expect ideally is a bounce off the 55 EMA on the weekly chart, okay? That would be $36,763. The EMAs tend to move because they are coming up behind the price. So the price is dragging the EMAs. So if the price is going down, the EMAs are going down as well. And if the price is going up, the price action is going up. The EMAs follow the price action. Now, if we go to the monthly chart over here, you can see where the 20 EMA on the monthly chart is. It's sitting roughly at $31,000. So technically speaking, a bounce off the 20 EMA isn't out of the question, okay? It isn't out of the question. That would be a nice double bottom forming on the monthly chart. So that's not out of the question. So have some buy orders when you see Bitcoin come down to the 20 EMA. I'm not saying it's going to happen. That's just something that I'm looking at. And Bitcoin over here was very much overbought on the RSI. We had that pullback, and now we're consolidating on the monthly chart to form a new move. So as you can see, this is going to be our support over here. One bounce, two bounce, three bounces. If you lose this support, you're coming back down perhaps to the weekly 55 EMA. The stochastic RSI has potentially been reset. So once you come down here, this is when you want to stock up, and that's when we're going to fly. A lot of people are expecting the markets to do insanely good in October, but we'll see about that. So the weekly chart, we're kind of bearish right now. Expect a move, a bounce off the 55 EMA. So I do have these two fib levels over here. So we have this one over here, from this low over here, January 18th to this peak in April 12th, I believe. And we do have the same fib over here from the same level, the same bottom, but this time it's June 21st to the peak over here, September 6th. And we do have 10 waves in all these moves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 is the dump. Exact same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We get a dump. And we do have this symmetrical triangle playing out. So what I expect is a bounce, at least a bounce off of this yellow symmetrical triangle line. And that does co-align with the 0.5 on the fib, which is sitting at $39,000, 342. The 55 EMA, however, is sitting right on the 0.382, which is sitting at $36,688. So our price target is somewhere in between $35,000 and $37,000. That would potentially be the target from this head and shoulders pattern. But as you can see, we're not quite yet losing this neckline. So once you see the neckline being lost, that's when you're gonna go and carry out the target, perhaps come back into the pattern, and then have that breakout. Because if you take this symmetrical triangle, because we do have constant touches, so 1, 2 touch there, 3, 4, 5, and potentially we're looking for that 6th touch and then a breakout. Obviously, we can break down from this pattern, and if you come down and lose this low over here, that's quite bearish. So if you lose $30,000, you're going to carry out another head and shoulders pattern. So this is the head and shoulders, okay? And this is the neckline. If you lose that neckline, okay, If you do indeed lose that neckline, all right, let's say we lose it somewhere here, that brings you down to $7,000. That would be your bear market bottom. That would pretty much be the bear market that you're looking for. But hopefully that's not going to play out. And I don't think that necessarily is going to play out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to set a higher low, in my opinion. We're going to set a higher low, ignore all the FUD, ignore the China FUD. China's been banning Bitcoin every other week. They're just recycling old FUD and news to scare the weak hands away. And you know, just don't fall into that. I'm really bullish on Bitcoin, guys. As you can see, the price is tightening up in this range. We haven't lost the lower support of the triangle, and we're going to have a breakout. And I think that's going to happen somewhere in October. If we place a trend line to have a target, and let's say we break out somewhere over here, that gives us a target of 87. It depends where we break out, honestly, right? So that's somewhere in between 86 and $87,000. So you have to keep this in mind. Have the symmetrical triangle drawn out on your chart, guys. And yeah, hopefully that's how it's going to play out. On the weekly chart, you can see that we're not yeah, actually we are below this resistance line that we have, but I think that's supposed to be playing out on the daily chart. So I'm going to show you that later on. And we do have the stochastic RSI coming back down as well. So honestly, we're just looking for levels of support. As you can see, the monthly chart is still in an uptrend. We're not in a bear market. If anyone is trying to say that we're in a bear market, they're not looking at it technically. If they see red candles, they say it's a bear market, which is not true at all because we're not losing levels of support. Like I said, you have to hold this level of support. If you go below $30,000, that's when you start asking yourself, hey, do I want to cash out or you know what I'm going to do? Because if we lose this low, that's potentially us coming back down to the you know, to the bear market now. But I don't see that happening yet. When we start losing levels of support, when we lose this yellow support line, when we lose this $30,000 and we lose the 0.236, which is sitting at $33,650, then we're going to start asking those questions. But right now, we're looking for a level of support, and I think we're going to have that bounce from $35,000 to $37,000, and that's when we're going to see the move. We're going to have that last shakeout, and yeah, people are going to be start buying Bitcoin at $70,000, you know, and they're going to be buying Bitcoin at $100,000, to be honest with you, and that's when we're going to see the next little, well, not little, but that's when we're going to see a massive correction and perhaps the next move to 150, 180,000 per Bitcoin. But honestly, in December, if we get anywhere above $110,000, 120, that's when I'm going to be looking at taking profits. And you know, if our altcoins are going to get to our bull market end targets, that's when you potentially have to cash out. Have your targets, guys, have your plans, have your exit strategies ready, because the market isn't going to be waiting for anyone, and the market is brutal. If you aren't prepared, you're gonna get left behind. And you know, just be prepared, guys. Have your buy order set in. Like I said, the 55 EMA bounce is what's most likely going to happen, a bounce off the 0.382. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I'm gonna let you know if we have any sudden moves on Bitcoin. I'm just gonna make this little update. I know not a lot of people watch the Bitcoin updates that I do, but for those of you who do, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to join in the Telegram chat and the Discord server. That's it for me. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.